Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Sierra, and this video is going to be about Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. This story follows Jules, and she ends up going back home because her sister Nell is been found dead. So she is now back home helping to take care of her niece Lena and trying to uncover what the hell got her sister killed. We have Lena over here who knows more than she's letting on the entire time, pretty much. And while everyone else is trying to figure out what happened, she knows exactly what's going on. And so we're really just diving into Jules's world, what Nell was like. Also, there's this mystery. There's this story about the place that they're from, where there's this body of water that is known where a lot of women used to jump to their deaths, like off of the little cliff thing. And so Nell had a deep fascination with this area, and she always swam in the water. And she was like just deeply fascinated, and she actually was starting to write a book about it and the women who lost their lives to this water. And things get really weird really, really fast. Yeah. There's a lot of characters in this story. We get a lot. It's very multi-POV. Very multi-POV. Like, kind of crazy. I had to go back. I'm like, who are you again? Like, how are you important? Like, we get the detective's POV. We get Nell's POV. We get the women's POVs a little bit. Like, little snippets from her story where she was writing of the women who passed away in this body of water. Yeah, we get a teacher's POV. We get someone else's POV. We get Jules's POV. We get Lena's POV. So all of this just like really encompasses. You're like, what in the hell happened to Nell? What is wrong with this place? I thought it was gonna be kind of like a fantasy type book, or at least I had like some like supernatural elements to it, and it's very less supernatural and very much more of like not just a whodunit, but okay, Nell was that bitch, and not in like a good way. She was very messy. She was a very messy character, and so I feel like when it comes to this story, you aren't sitting there being like, oh, poor Nell, but you also are not like, oh my God, yes, she was like taken out or whatever. It's very hard to gauge who Nell was as a person, especially when you get Jules' POV of how Nell treated her growing up. There's a lot of uncomfortableness when it comes to Nell and how she treated Jules, because Jules was an overweight kid growing up. Nell was the older sister, and things were just weird, really weird. And then there's another character involved that we hear about briefly that has a huge impact later on in the story. It makes my head hurt just to think about it, because it's just like, what the hell was happening? And so really just, I feel like just the story in all, it really just focused on flaws, evil characters, evil men specifically, and the people who protect them. I feel like that's like the safest way to like dive into the story. There's just a lot of different layers to it. It can be heavy. It can be heavy. It's a mystery. It's a thriller, but it's heavy, especially when it comes to certain points with certain characters. With Jules, tread lightly. Tread very lightly. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you that now. But I really liked it. It was very intriguing how the story was going to navigate, because I really did believe it was gonna be like some supernatural thing, and it really wasn't. It was just a lot of messy people in this town, a lot of disgruntled, evil people who are grieving, people who have lost, people with a lot of flaws and problems and dynamics and secrets. Oh my god. I was like, what the hell is happening? But that's what I love, like a small town. Like, it's all very messy. And I need y'all to like check that out like ASAP. Rocky, please and thank you. Yeah, I liked it. I liked Paula's writing style. Especially when it comes to like getting the perspective of what happened to the other women, because I was like, how are we gonna integrate that? That's what I thought it was gonna be like more supernatural based, but really just got like the snippets that Nell wrote and how she framed these women. It was very interesting how she framed the women's situations of the women who had passed in this body of water over like decades. It was very interesting how she perceived certain things. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, if you're interested, please check it out. Comment below if you've read the book, if you want to talk about it. And until next time, stay magical. Bye. Mwah.